Hi guys, I am going to show you how to remove skin redness in Lightroom using the brush tool, and then I'm going to give you a breakdown of how to create your own custom brush in Lightroom so that you can use this as well. In this picture I have removed it just from her nose to make it simple so you can see the difference there. I honestly love this brush, and to remove redness I strictly use Lightroom because I found that it's the most natural and you can match the skin tones so easily. Alright, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you how it works in practice, and then I'm going to explain to you how you can make your own brush. Now it's important to remember that no matter how great the brush is, there will still be a little bit of tweaking. And because everybody's skin tones have a different RGB value, it's really important that you do adjust this brush to make sure that it's cohesive with their skin. And I will show you what I mean. So I'm going to come right over here to brushes. And in this drop-down menu are all of my saved brushes and the brushes that come with it. And I'm going to come down here to my skin brush, and I'm going to show you all these settings in just a second. So the first thing you do with this skin brush is adjust the brush because you don't want it to go on too heavy-handed. And I like this brush to be able to be used making lots and lots of strokes and a slow, gradual change. So I'm going to take the flow and the density down to about 1/4 of the bar. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to where it's red, and I'm just going to start coloring on exactly where it's red. Now because the flow and density are so low, you have to make a lot of brush strokes and it slowly, gradually adds on. So this is the before and after already, but we can still make this a little bit better. I'm going to add more green because green is the opposite. And now I'm noticing too that there's still a lot of redness, so I'm going to reduce the saturation. And then I'm going to up the exposure a little bit. And then maybe up the shadows just a touch so that it looks about what her skin tone looks like. I'm going to go ahead and lower that saturation just a little bit more. So I'm noticing, I think it's still, her nose is a little bright, so I'm going to go ahead and lower the exposure a little bit just because I do still want some of those shadows on there, but I just wanted it to match her skin tone. It still looks a little yellow to me, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this blue down, the blue on my temperature just a little bit. I'm going to bring it down to maybe 30. And then I'm going to add a little bit more green by taking this, I think I'm going to just take it all the way down. Yeah, I like that a lot. All right, let's look at the before and the after. So now I'm going to show you how to make your own customizable brush. In the brush tool, you're going to click new, and then you're going to click on this down arrow. I'm going to start with one of these at the top, which is only one option is actually changed, so that's all I have to do to reset it to 0. So I'll choose exposure, and I'm going to double click on exposure so that it goes back to 0, and then I'm going to make sure all of these are also at 0. So for my first change, you're going to click on tint, and you're going to bring it down to about 24, and then you're going to take saturation down to about 40, and you're going to bring up exposure to about 1 or 110, 111, 112, something like that. Then you're going to come up here to custom, because you've created a custom brush. You're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says save current setting as new preset. You can just do the skin or skin redness, doesn't matter, and you're going to click create. All right, guys, hope that helped. Hope you have your custom brush in Lightroom now that you can use. Just remember to make changes, and you're going to have to make changes to all of them just to match the skin tone. Bye, guys.